Oh, well. All right, let's keep going. Bring up your next comic. Recent graduate of American Comedy Institute and had his debut show at the Vintage Lounge at Gotham Comedy Club. He's amazing. He's an incredible writer and a really, really great friend of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris, RB Fay!
Hey there. Hi. Thanks, Neil. I'm trying to date. I really am. But first dates are hard for me because I know at some point during the date, I'm gonna have to come out. Not come out as gay, that's been established. You ask a guy out for dinner and it's just assumed that you're gay. That's how it works. I'm gonna have to come out as bipolar. Manic depressive. Actually, it's bipolar 2. Bipolar 1 is more manic, bipolar 2 more depressive. So I can't even get the fun one. And when you come out as crazy to people, certain images come to mind. It's like when you come out as gay to someone, they can't help but picture you naked. So I know that there's like people all around town are picturing me dressed up in a sling somewhere, techno beat in the background while the cowboy from the Village People sodomizes me. It's the same way when you come out as bipolar. They can't help but picture you in clown makeup at the top of a clock tower, carrying a crossbow. And people just straighten up in their chairs and the look on their face goes from, hey, glad to meet you, to I don't want to end up in his crawl space. And they start looking for telltale signs of mental illness. Excessively chewed fingernails, a facial tic, Bible verses from Leviticus carved into your forearm. And I love people's responses when I tell them. The first one I get is like they're so enthralled with mental illness that they want to be mentally ill themselves because it's just that cool. You're just having more fun than the rest of us, aren't you? Yeah, more fun. That's why they call it mental hijinks. And I spent a summer where all I basically did was bang my head against the windowsill. And you know how I knew I wasn't having more fun? I was at a window. I could see people having actual fun. It's like, oh, you have your running, your jumping, your lawn darts and whatnot. I have a windowsill. Suck it. And then you have these people that think that you're somehow destined for greatness. You know, some of the most creative people in history have been bipolar. You're touched by Jesus, you know. Yeah, I'm 45. If Jesus were gonna touch me by now, you think he'd have done it. I could see him at the meeting. It's like, hold off on touching him. Hold off on touching him. Give him another windowsill to work on. I think that's his oeuvre. Then if you get past the first date and you finally have a relationship, they know there's no argument which can't be won with a well-placed, did you take your meds? Did you take your pills today? It's like, yeah, I took them. It's a well-thought-out and very careful regime that I adhere to every night and every morning. It's what gives me the clarity to see what an absolute fucktard you are. I see a shrink. Of course, everybody does. But I spend most of my time not looking at my issues, spend most of the time just staring at the various tchotchkes she has around her office. They're also life-affirming, covered with positive little sayings. And she has this new paperweight, and on it is etched the following words: every wall is also a door. Now, I don't begrudge anybody their little mantras. I don't. It's like if But if your mantra is every wall is also a door, I do not want to be in a burning building with you. It's like, oh, don't worry, honey. Don't worry, honey. Don't let those flames next to the exit scare you. A wise office supply once told me that walls and doors are the same thing. Oh, my hero. My hero. Walls and doors, both useful, hardly interchangeable. It's like going into Victoria's Secret and seeing a sign that says, every bra is also a panty. Or going into a restaurant and seeing, like, every plate is also a fork. Or a pet store, every cat is also a ferret. Doesn't work. I have bigger fish to fry. I'm trying to find a job right now. And it's hard for me because I dread interviews. I have a lot of holes in my resume owing to a lot of rests I've taken. And I can't tell them the truth. It's like, well, from April of 97 through June of 99, I was engaged in a detailed survey of my apartment. From March 2002 through July 2003, I was in the shower trying to think of a witty retort. And I'm currently involved in a very special project where I'm tallying up how many times the cat looks at me funny. So I thought I had one thing going for me. I have 3 master's degrees. But the thing is, people see that you have 3 master's degrees and they all of a sudden think you have no marketable skills. Oh, you have a master's degree. Well, congratulations. 2. Well, aren't you just a little go-getter? 3? What the fuck is wrong with you? It's weird. One of those degrees is in American Studies. Do you all know what American Studies is? Neither do I. It's like the degree they give you when you checked undecided one too many times. So I asked a friend, what marketable skills do I have? She looks at me with all seriousness and says, well, you're good at Trivial Pursuit. Yeah. Real linchpin of a career there, Trivial Pursuit. I figure all told, my graduate degrees have cost me $100,000. And the payoff at the end of this is, you're good at Trivial Pursuit. Trivial Pursuit is not a career. It's a trivial pursuit. I could see the interview now. Well, Mr. Fay, we'd like to offer you the position. But first, a blue question. What is the largest island in the Indian Ocean? I'm like, shit, is it Sri Lanka or Madagascar? Sri Lanka or Madagascar? Choose wisely, because this is for a little blue piece of pie and health insurance. Thank you, you've been great.